Hey everyone, welcome back to Coffee and Conversations English, the podcast where we sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and have a real, natural English conversation, just for you.
I'm Laura.
And I'm Avery. And today we are talking about something that makes a lot of English learners nervous: job interviews.
But more specifically, we're talking about one grammar tense that comes up again and again in job interviews, the present perfect tense.
Now, before anyone turns off the podcast because we said the word grammar,
Stay with us, because today we are not doing a grammar lesson. We're doing a job interview preparation session, and the grammar is just going to sneak in naturally.
exactly, because the present perfect tense is not just a grammar rule. It is actually the secret language of professional English. And knowing how to use it in a job interview can genuinely make you sound more experienced, more confident, and more fluent than almost any other grammar point.
And the best part, once you hear it a few times in context, you will start using it naturally, without even thinking about it.
So, whether you have a job interview coming up soon or you just want to feel more confident in professional English conversations, this episode is for you.
Pour yourself a coffee.
Pull up a chair and let's get into it.
Okay, so Avery, let's start with the big question. What exactly is the present perfect tense in simple terms?
Great question. So, the present perfect tense is used to talk about experiences and achievements from your past that are still relevant right now. That connection to the present moment, that is what makes it perfect for job interviews.
Say that again, because it is such an important idea.
The present perfect talks about experiences from your past that are still relevant right now. In a job interview, almost everything you talk about is exactly that. Things you have done in the past that are relevant to the job you want right now.
So instead of saying, I worked in customer service for 3 years, which uses the simple past tense,
I have worked in customer service for 3 years. Can you hear the difference?
the simple past, I worked, sounds like it is over, finished, done.
But the present perfect, I have worked, sounds like that experience is still part of who you are, still relevant, still alive.
And in a job interview, that distinction matters enormously.
So let's talk about how to form the present perfect, because it is actually very simple. You use the verb have or has plus the past participle of the main verb.
So, for example, I have managed a team. Managed is the past participle of manage. I have led a project. Led is the past participle of lead. I have worked in finance. Worked is the past participle of work.
And here is the beautiful thing about the present perfect in interviews. There are certain trigger phrases, certain words and questions that almost always require you to use it.
Words like ever, how long, since, for, already, yet. When you hear those words in an interview question, the present perfect is almost always your answer.
Let's go through some examples. If the interviewer asks, have you ever managed a team? You answer with the present perfect. Yes, I have managed teams of up to 15 people.
If they ask, how long have you worked in marketing? You answer, I have worked in marketing for 6 years.
Yes, I have completed several similar projects.
Are you starting to hear the pattern?
Every single one of those answers uses have plus a past participle. That is the present perfect, and it sounds professional, polished, and completely natural in an interview setting.
Let's recap our key present perfect structure before we move into our interview role play.
The structure is have or has plus the past participle.
I have managed. I have led. I have worked. I have completed. I have developed. I have trained. I have increased. I have created.
Write those down, because you are going to hear every single one of them in our next scene.
Okay, so now we are going to do something really fun. We are going to role play an actual job interview. I am going to be the interviewer. Avery is going to be the candidate, and we want you to listen carefully for every time Avery uses the present perfect tense.
And after each answer, Laura is going to pause and highlight the present perfect phrase so you can really hear it and absorb it.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay, welcome. Please have a seat. So tell me a little about yourself and your background.
Thank you so much for having me. So I have worked in the hospitality industry for about 8 years now. I started in a front desk role, and over time I have taken on more and more responsibility. Most recently, I have been managing a team of 12 people at a hotel in downtown Chicago.
Beautiful. Let's pause right there. Did you hear the present perfect? I have worked in hospitality for 8 years. I have taken on more responsibility. I have been managing a team. All present perfect, all professional, all confident. Let's continue.
Thank you.
Now, have you ever dealt with a difficult customer situation? Can you give me an example?
Yes, absolutely. I have handled many challenging customer situations over the years. One that really stands out, a guest had a very serious complaint about a booking error that was not our fault. I have learned from experiences like that the most important thing is to listen first and apologize sincerely even when the mistake was not yours. In that case, I was able to resolve the situation completely, and the guest actually left us a 5-star review.
I have handled many challenging customer situations. I have learned from experiences like that. Present perfect. It tells the interviewer that these are not isolated incidents. These are patterns of experience. Let's keep going.
Of course.
What would you say is your greatest professional achievement so far?
I have to say, the project I am most proud of is a customer loyalty program that I developed and launched at my current hotel. I have grown our repeat customer rate by 32% over 2 years. I have also trained the entire front desk team on the new system. It has become one of our most successful initiatives, and I have presented it at 2 regional hospitality conferences.
Let's pause one more time. Count the present perfects in that answer. I have grown our repeat customer rate. I have trained the entire team. It has become one of our most successful initiatives. I have presented it at conferences. 4 present perfect phrases in one answer. That is what professional English sounds like. That is what gets you hired.
Now let's switch. Laura, your turn to be the candidate. I will be the interviewer this time.
Perfect.
So, Laura, have you ever worked in a fast-paced environment before?
Yes, I have. I have spent the last 4 years working in a startup environment where priorities change very quickly. I have learned to adapt fast and stay calm under pressure. I have also developed strong organizational systems that have helped my team meet deadlines consistently, even when things are moving very fast.
Excellent. And have you had any experience working with international clients?
I have, yes. In my previous role, I have worked closely with clients from over 15 different countries. I have developed strong cross-cultural communication skills, and I have found that patience and active listening are the most important tools in any international relationship.
I have spent 4 years in a startup. I have learned to adapt. I have developed strong systems. I have worked with international clients. I have found that patience is important.
And that is exactly what it feels like when you know this tense. It stops feeling like grammar, and it starts feeling like confidence.
Okay, now let's build your personal present perfect phrase bank. Because every listener has their own experience, their own background, their own story. and we want to give you the building blocks to express your story in the present perfect.
So we are going to go through the most common interview topics and give you present perfect phrases for each one. Ready?
Let's go!
First topic, work experience. Your go-to phrase is, I have worked in your industry for number years. Practice that right now with your own information. I have worked in healthcare for 5 years. I have worked in education for 3 years. I have worked in finance for 10 years.
Second topic, leadership and management. I have managed a team of number people. I have led projects from start to finish. I have mentored junior staff members. I have overseen a budget of amount.
Third topic, achievements and results. This is where the present perfect really shines. I have increased sales by 20%. I have reduced customer complaints by half. I have saved the company approximately amount per year. I have grown the social media following from 2,000 to 50,000.
Numbers, specifics, results. The present perfect plus a specific achievement is one of the most powerful combinations in professional English.
I have completed training in project management. I have earned a certification in your field. I have developed expertise in software, system, skill. I have attended workshops on leadership and communication.
Fifth topic, problem solving. I have dealt with many challenging situations in my career. I have found that communication is the key to solving most workplace problems. I have learned from every mistake I have made and used those lessons to improve.
That last one is particularly powerful in an interview. I have learned from every mistake I have made. It shows self-awareness, it shows growth, and it uses the present perfect twice in one sentence.
Sixth topic, teamwork and collaboration. I have worked closely with teams across different departments. I have collaborated with colleagues from many different backgrounds. I have built strong working relationships throughout my career.
And finally, the closing of an interview. Many candidates forget that the present perfect is also powerful at the end of an interview, when you are summing up why you are the right person for the job.
Throughout my career, I have developed the skills and experience that I believe make me a strong fit for this role. I have faced challenges similar to what your team is dealing with right now, and I have found effective ways to overcome them. I'm excited about what I have seen of this company, and I would love the opportunity to contribute.
Hear that? Present perfect throughout the entire closing statement. Throughout my career, I have developed, I have faced, I have found, I have seen. Confident, polished, professional.
Let's recap our present perfect phrase bank.
Work experience. I have worked in your industry for number years. Leadership. I have managed a team of number people. Achievements. I have increased sales by 20%. Skills. I have completed training in project management. Problem solving. I have learned from every mistake I have made. Teamwork. I have collaborated with colleagues from many different backgrounds. Closing. Throughout my career, I have developed the skills that make me a strong fit for this role.
Write every one of those down. Customize them with your own numbers and your own experience, and practice saying them out loud until they feel completely natural.
Okay, let's bring everything together. Today, we covered the present perfect tense for job interviews in 3 parts.
Part 1. What the present perfect is and why it matters. It connects your past experience to the present moment. And in a job interview, that connection is everything.
Part 2, our full job interview role play. We heard the present perfect used naturally for describing background, handling difficult situations, talking about achievements, and discussing skills.
Part 3. Your personal present perfect phrase bank. Work experience, leadership, achievements, skills, problem solving, teamwork, and closing statements, all in the present perfect.
And the most important thing we want you to take away from today?
The present perfect does not just make your grammar correct, it makes you sound confident, experienced, and professional. It tells the interviewer, I am not just someone who did things in the past, I am someone whose experiences have shaped who I am today.
And that is the person every employer wants to hire.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you never miss a new episode.
And share this with anyone you know who has a job interview coming up. It might be the most useful thing they watch before they walk in that door.
Until next time.
Pull up a chair and let's talk English.